Another thing I would like to see. Wait, hold on. Let's try that again. Another thing I would like. This might be a problem. MyFaction.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Before you crash out, please hear me out. And look, I get it, man. I know this mode is extremely polarizing amongst the WGC, but I think it's time to face facts. If you're one of those people who feel like this mode needs to be removed or you feel like it's going somewhere, I hate to break it to you, but that's just not gonna happen, man. With the way people are spending money on this mode, any thought of them getting this mode up out of here is pretty much over with.
Oh, just give me my money! Just give me my money! Oh, just give me my money! Okay, give me my money!
So instead of hanging on to the broken dreams of a MyFactionless WWE 2K title, instead we're gonna talk about some changes that I feel like would make this mode a lot better. And with that, WGC, let's work. One of the most notable changes I like to see personally is remove the MyFaction point requirements. I'm all for having them as optional objectives, but using them as a pass-fail basis for progression is strong-arming players to play a certain way, and that really takes away from the freedom and fun factor. The only main objective should be to win the match. This way you can still reward players for playing a certain fighting style or completing certain objectives, all while allowing them to be free and play the way that they want to with no restrictions. Because for me, there was nothing more frustrating than being in those multi-man matches and trying to complete those objectives and win the match, because your AI tag partners don't give a piece of a damn about your MyFaction points objectives. So not only are you fighting against your opponents, but you're fighting against trying to get these objectives done before your tag partner either wins the match or does something to basically ruin all of your progress. And then since you didn't get those last 15 MyFaction points, you have to do the entire challenge all over again. Like, that's crazy. And if I could be honest, man, it was this, along with the MyFaction points progression system, was one of the main things that really took the wind out of my sails when it came to this mode. Another thing I would like to see. Wait, hold on. Let's try that again. Another thing I would like. This might be a problem. Yeah, no rush or anything. Just whenever you get. Fix it. Your servers are trash. Get rid of the card restrictions. Bro, just let us play with whatever card we want to. Live events by far was my least played and least interesting part of this mode. Being locked out of certain events because you don't have a specific card is a bag of sweaty cheeks, bro. Like, that's nasty work. And what's even nastier is having to rely on the card market or packs just to get the card that you need to participate in the event. And I just can't rock with that. I mean, I can understand if maybe they tiered it to certain card levels, like maybe if you had to have a pink diamond to do a certain event, but making it a very specific card, nah, pass. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the grind, but there has to be means to an expected end. One that doesn't involve pack odds that are not in my favor. Just saying. And speaking of pack odds, I think this is the perfect time to talk about the Persona cards. I would love to see them come up with more consumer-friendly ways to obtain these cards. Much respect to the pack warriors out there, but I ain't trying to pay several $100s just for the rock with a black tank top on. Now, if there were an alternative way through events or otherwise, then I'd be more inclined to travel down that road. I wouldn't even mind if they made the Persona cards like exclusive to packs for like the first week, and then afterwards maybe they drop an event or something like that would allow you to obtain the card that way. I understand it's a business, man, so look, get your money, I ain't knocking that. But just don't let it be to the detriment of that portion of the fan base that may want to experience this mode in all its glory without necessarily having to go the VC route. Just an idea. One thing I feel like they did pretty well, and something I would like to see a lot more of, is unlocking MyFaction rewards from other modes. Playing through My Rise netted me some pretty decent MyFaction rewards whole time. And this is pretty big brain because not only is it keeping players' mind on the mode, but it's actually incentivizing them to go check it out. They should really double down on this, so hey, if you complete a certain amount of matches in exhibition play, throw in some MyFaction rewards. If we put on a 5-star banger of a match, MyFaction rewards. I promise you there's still a large portion of the fan base who love unlockables, man. It's just something so nostalgic about that. Give me a card version of my MyRise character to use in MyFaction. They already give you exclusive MyRise characters to use in MyFaction, so why not my own player? I think this would be extremely dope, but shout out to the homie Kenny Bum. He had an even better idea, giving us blank MyFaction cards and allowing us to create our own cards. Bro, this would be game changing in this mode. Imagine creating a MyFaction Kenny Omega card that you can use at any time. They could even implement like a level up and prestige system by allowing you to use your MyFaction points to upgrade things like stats and attributes. And the more you use the card, it will level up, which would basically allow you to increase the stats even more until eventually you'll reach a point to where like it'll cap out. And from that point, you could decide if you want to prestige the card or not and move up to that next level. So you might go from silver to gold. Prestiging will not only allow you to further upgrade your stats, but it would also unlock more payback and side play slots, along with badges and badge tiers. This would be the kind of grind that would hook me to this mode. Not only being able to create your own cards, but to level them up as you see fit, and then take them through a majority, if not all of this mode. Yeah, that would be a crazy W, crazy. But that's just my take on it, man. Y'all let me know what would y'all like to see coming from the next MyFaction. How would you fix this mode, and what would it take to make you want to invest in this mode? Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. I truly appreciate y'all giving me a piece of your time. Remember to always try to be a blessing to somebody. Love y'all. Later, WGC. Yay.